Hi everybody, this is Vaughn with Sweet Rocks Crystal Healing here, and this is my next episode of my Coffee N Roxx. So go ahead and grab that cup of joe, get your coffee ready to go, and let's get to talking. So last week was quite an interesting week for me. Um, I've been busy, just working away, working on my labradorite, and kind of made a really great connection with another person that loves my jewelry, supports me, and loves me, and it's just super amazing. But I've been working on a few pieces, which is just absolutely, it's been fun. So I'm working with labradorite. So last week, I started with this amethyst one. It's super beautiful. So this is with green peridot up top, and then a ruby on the bottom with this amethyst gem. Super beautiful. Started with that one. And I went into this cool labradorite fidget. And this one sparkles really good on both ways. But with my lighting in my bedroom, you're not going to see the flash very well because it needs direct light on there. But that's a fidget pendant that I made. And I went into this one. Another one really cool. Get the flash on there a little bit. But this one is paired with green aventurine, lapis lazuli, and hematite, which is super cool. And then I got to this one, and this is where I made connection with another beautiful soul in this life. So she liked the other labradorite heart that I had made that had peach pearl and the orange quartz on it. So I told her I'd make her a new one, and I made a video about this. This is super cool. But came with the green aventurine, and today I'm going to be working on a custom chain link necklace with her for it, so I'm really excited for that one. That'll further attune it. And then here is the other labradorite that I had made, and this is like a reversible pendant, so it kind of works in two different ways. So it's kind of cool, and I haven't decided yet, but it does have a little slot here for a charm. I call it, for me, if it was a woman wearing it, it'd be like a cleavage charm. But either way, this one's going to be kind of cool when I'm done with it. And then I got this one that I've been working on. This other one that's got such a cool sparkle with it. And this one, come to find out, is going to be going to another precious soul out there. And I'm super excited for who's going to get this one. But this little labradorite here, it's going to another light worker. Super cool. And I can't wait to share that story. So it looks like I'm not looking at my camera because my phone's sideways. I've decided that I want to try to incorporate enough to fill a TV screen with my footage, so that's why it looks this way. So if I'm looking at my face, it's because my camera's off to the left from where my screen is. So I'm going to try to look at the camera just fine so you can see my eyes. But I've got some really cool things coming up. I connected with another beautiful soul again, like I told you, with that labradorite, and she just loves everything I've created, and so I'm super excited to give her all of her pieces that she's interested in. But we're going to be working on this week is a turquoise piece. I don't know if you can see that. This turquoise piece is going to the one and only, the very unique and eccentric, and I love it, lives like an inner child always, is Richard Cardinal. So I get to work on some turquoise for Richard Cardinal, and I'm super excited to do this one for him. But this turquoise here, you see that little white splotch right here? That white splotch is just the whole top part, actually, is all quartz crystal, which is super cool. And I picked this up at the local enchantments. Kind of funny story because it was, well, the quality of pieces they have are amazing. So you pay what you get, right? So I got amazing quality piece. You pay what you get. But at the time when I bought it, I'm like, I don't even know I bought it. I personally don't have any turquoise because I believe turquoise is one of those stones that they work best for you when it's been given to you as a gift. So you receive it as a gift. There's something special in the metaphysics when you have turquoise in that manner. Now, it's great to have turquoise. You can buy turquoise, whatever. However, there is something to the Native American belief that turquoise is a stone that you should possess when it's only been given. So it's like chosen for you kind of thing. So it's very interesting. And so I get to work with Richard Cardinal and I get to gift him a cool piece of turquoise. And this is one of probably a few gems that are going to go into his piece. But I am super excited to get working on it. So when I got that one, not sure why I bought it, but I bought it. I bought it because I was just like, I was like, maybe I will make one for myself. And at the same time, I didn't feel good about making one for myself, so I kind of just sat there. And now that I've just kind of like had it, it's just amazing how I just come into the connections that I make with the pieces that I make, the people they go to. I don't even know how to explain it. But the best way I can say is because I'm working with the divine, with my alignment, I'm working with my goals, I'm basing off feelings, I'm doing it with intention and intuition. All of my creations are coming too, like this one. I don't know why I made this one, this labradorite, with a charoite and a watermelon agate. I don't know why this just felt good going together. But what's interesting, though, is that whoever buys this, whoever purchases it, their body is resonating with all three of these stones. And that's where it's like, what the heck? And so when I can explain what this will do for them, it's like that light bulb clicks for them, and they're like, real, wow. It's like, I do need that. So it's like, your body, you're attracted to things. You're attracted to it in some way. You don't know why. There's something pretty. It's more than just pretty. Like I say it all the time. Jewelry is more than just pretty. It's healing. But the cool thing is that your body knows why you're attracted to certain stones and crystals. And when you can have an understanding of what it can do for you when it works with you, it amplifies what it is. And so when I create, it's based on intuition, really. I don't know how else to explain it. It just feels right. It feels good. Sometimes I don't know why I pair things with the way I do, but it just works. Because by the time it gets to whoever's, wherever this goes, I call these companions. So wherever these companions go, it's exactly what they need at that time. And I don't know how else to explain it, but it just aligns in that way. And it works for me. Like, I honestly have no other way to explain it other than that. Is that I get to find homes for all these crystal companions. I get to find the connections. I get to work with the divine in the creation, excuse me. Like from piece to piece. I don't know why I designed them the way I do. I mean, look at this. Little heart here on top. It's going to work good for somebody. It's kind of reversible. So it's, these are just one, I like to make reversible pennants. So it's like I work them in a way that you can really get them to shine in both ways. So anyway, but again, whoever collects this, they absolutely love it. Every detail of it. And the stones. Green aventurine, lapis lazuli, hematite with the labradorite. For some reason, the person that gets this is needing this frequency to vibrate with. I don't know, it just feels good to put it that way. And the other thing is the appeal, the flow of my piece. Whoever's going to claim this, they like the appeal of how I arranged it. So there's something very cosmic that happens with all of my creations. And it's amazing because each piece that I make is so unique and different, as you can see. So I make them all, sometimes they'll be similar, like these ones I've been doing with the point. And that's because I've been finding that having points on the bottom is beneficial to creating the energy flow from the root to the crown. So when you're working with your energy field, I found that the points on these pendants. So my divine feminine a lot of times will work like this. You know, more simple and elegant design, but it actually has a powerful punch with its energy. You know, and even these ones too. You know, so these creations, they come to a point. They anyway, something energetically happens. So, you know, I create and I create based on intuition. I love doing what I do. So I've been able to have some interesting conversation with Brother Richard, and you know, it's so funny connecting with people because I've connected with Tommy Truthful, I've connected with Jimmy Schwinn, brother Jimmy Schwinn, I've connected with Honey Golden, who's so lovely, and I actually have a custom piece that's coming up for her. She has a gemstone that she's prized that's like her gem companion, as I call it, and she's asked me to make a talisman for her, and I'm super excited for that. And then Richard coming in together, and now I see Richard and Honey like siblings, like soul siblings, and it's so crazy that together I get to build both of their pieces. And it's crazy that I get to work with both of them. And it's crazy that I get to bring in that friendship energy into both of their creations. You know, as I'm understanding how I'm channeling these creations, like I'm tapping into a resonant frequency. And so when I'm creating, I get to feel their soul energy. And it's so amazing because both of those people have like such a colorful, cool soul. Like you can just feel it in just how they talk in their shows and in how they're doing things. Like you can, it's radiant. It resonates through you, and for some reason, what they say is just like light bulbs, you know. And I get to I get to tap into that frequency as I'm creating for them, and it's such a beautiful thing to experience. I absolutely love doing it. But my week's been good. I've been just busy working with my hands, and I've got all of this copper. So much copper. And a lot of it is like very thin wire, so a lot of plastic I got to shell off. But as I'm working with my ideas for electroculture and gardens, I've kind of got this idea of doing 3 foot tall wire trees. So, like bonsai wire trees. So they stand about 3 feet. So the ground to here. So I'm sitting in a chair. So about here. But create these big electroculture trees that you can use in your gardens as like a centerpiece to draw in all that etheric energy. And so I find it very fascinating working with wires the way that I am, that I have enough wire that I can make a bunch of these trees. So it's going to be a lot of work to strip all the wires, go, you know, for obvious reasons, but um, I don't know, I'll get clever where I can just pull it through. But it'll be nice because I can measure out, you know, let's just say 4 feet of wire and then strip 4 feet of wire at a time. But I can have this device where you feed it through, and as you're pulling it, it like pulls the plastic off. So there's a way of making it efficient. I'm gonna design something that works, so I don't have to go buy some crazy machine. But I can't wait to get working on these trees because I really do enjoy doing trees, and there are a lot of people that enjoy trees too. So it's like, yeah. Not sure how I'm gonna ship these trees though once I get them made, but they're sure gonna be fun. So I can't wait to do my very first one. It's gonna be a lot of work. But that's where I can have my kids help me with it, where they can just like have fun stretching and pulling, like yank, see how fast they can do it. But anyway, my life's good. The World in Sovereignty is great. I absolutely love just working in the way that I work. So I get to be, well, now this is like my bedroom slash office area. I got a new tapestry here, which has the Fibonacci for creation, and it's got the full rainbow spiral, just tie-dyed like your typical hippie, whatever tapestry. But this one has your creation lotus flower. Not your Metatronic creation flower of life. I'm talking the, creation life lotus flower. So my bedroom now is my portal. I forget what I'm coming in here for every single time now, and I attribute it to this spiral tapestry that I have. But this is my zen. You can see in my back here, I've got my little planter that I made, that crystal one, and that plant is thriving well. Just so you know, it's completely submerged. It's got all the minerals that it needs from all the stones that's in there, but it's just a plant with the roots at the top, and it's just growing down. But it's thriving, for those of you that have seen my reel a while back about it, but it's doing good. So I made it a new spot for it in my bedroom. So cute. So I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I hope you all have a wonderful and amazing week. Like, truly, this for here in Idaho, it was crazy. We went from spring, 50 degrees, 60 degrees, and it snowed. We got like a foot of snow, and now it's melted completely. And last night I was outside without a coat on, barefoot in the grass, and Fox got his first brush out for the spring. Let me tell you, that hair was flying across the neighborhood. Neighbors probably aren't too happy about that. But Fox's fur, he literally looks like he lost 10 pounds. It's so funny. He had so much fur on him. So this is our weather that we have. Very weird. So I got the snow that I asked for, thank goodness, because I wanted snow I could play in. We got it and lasted for about 2 days. And now it's gone. It's all melted. And we're back to warm days again. So like this morning, I went outside to take him out, my dog out, to go to the bathroom. Didn't even need a coat. It was perfectly warm out there. So it's just like, really weird weather we're going through. And that's about the extent of how I like to talk about weather, is just the crazy shit that I'm experiencing. Because I don't see this as being very natural at all. Huh, Fox? Yeah. Oh, he's so funny. So, thank you for enjoying my next episode of my Let's Talk Rocks. The fire horse for me this year has started out where I'm running, I'm blazing, I'm working. I'm working. My hands, by the time Saturday hit, my hands were just like, I can't grab another wire. I'm so exhausted. But that's amazing because I made so many pieces before that happened. And, so I'm working on the strength of my hands to endure making these making more, working more with it. I'm working with my crystals. So I've got my carnelian that I work with to massage my hands. This one I dig into, just to get into the tissue of it all. I do all of this with my carnelian to help with that. And I'm also helping with the inflammation of my tiger iron. So I'm working out all that energy within my hands as I'm working with this one. So I work with these a lot. I'm using this to kind of strengthen up my endurance with my hands. And I'm also optimizing and refining my methods so that it isn't so strenuous on my hands working with such fine wires. Which is funny because a lot of people, they'll look at what I'm working with. And I've got, look at this little thread wire here. And you can see how big my thumbs are to this little thread wire. So it's like, when you look at the intricacy of what I'm doing with my creations. Let's see if I get it to zoom in here. Like that. So you see the patterns that I put into these to create them. It's like you look at, and then you just look at my hands. And it's like, how did he make that happen? And literally all my weaves it's just one thread when I'm creating my pieces. So this one follows 3-6-9 and 11-11 sequence, and it starts right here, and I thread the whole thing on one wire all the way around, up and around, with one thread. So it starts with this, and it becomes this. Isn't that crazy? So it's amazing what I come with when I just get to working. But I mean, you can see it. Look at that. The intricacy of those little bursts in there. All of it. So, yeah. But my hand strength is getting super strong. I can do a lot more now. And I'm super excited because I can work. Like, my hands haven't had this kind of strength to work my craft ever. And I really attribute it to working with my crystals a lot more. Same with my face. Update, just so you know. Motor skills, see that? And you all saw this. See my face? Just 2 weeks ago, I had no mobility in half my face, and a lot of people projected that fear of a 3D struggle. And I've been working with my green aventurine, working with my face. I've been working with it today. But that's what I'm getting at is like I'm probably about 90% now back to full functioning face, but really I've been working with my green aventurine, and belief is the biggest thing. I believe that I can heal my body. And again, I have the videos proving that half my face here, this half of my face did not want to work, and it was really embarrassing. I was very self-conscious and fearful when this happened. And because I'm like, it just doesn't make any sense. And even from a 3D mindset, I only carried the one symptom where you lose mobility. That's it. That was the only symptom. And so I'm like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's inconclusive. So I said, what can I do now to heal myself? And I've been working with my crystals, working with my gua sha, and working with my carnelian, working with my tiger's iron, working with my phantom quartz, doing the acupuncture with my phantom quartz crystal to help the energy get flowing into here. So I've been working with myself, healing myself, and it actually works. So I really believe there is something to this crystal stuff. And I am proving the impossible. I am using them to heal my body, and it's working. Now, it's not an overnight thing. Now, like I said, my face thing, very impressive, by the way, just a couple weeks. Okay, that's pretty quick if you think about it. I mean, it wasn't overnight, but this was like 2 to 3 times a day. I'm over here rubbing my face with this thing, trying to get circulation back in there to reconnect. Now I did add psilocybin to help with this reconnect the neuros. Went in with the mushroom beings, and we went through and we healed neuro connection pathways, and I had to retrain my face how to work again. So been using plant medicine, something that grows in the dirt, that helped. My belief that I am a divine being, a soul. I am tapped to the Akashic, to the gods, Yeshua. However you manifest that, you can do it. But the truth is that you are a powerful soul, and you're very capable. You are the placebo. You are the med bed. And so I'm proving that with my face here. And my face is, as you can see, I couldn't move my face at all. So it's actually working. So I just work with it. I believe that it's possible. And as I'm doing all of these things, working with these things, practicing it, it's speeding up the process. And it's actually working. It works. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I am doing what traditional medicine says is impossible. That I would have to be on pills the rest of my life, struggling and fearful and wondering if I'm going to live or have another episode or whatever. You know? I could have been fearful. I chose not to. I chose to disagree. Like, that, what they were saying did not resonate with me. I'm like, man, whatever. Now, I had to overcome my own fears, you know? And I used my Hermione pendulum to kind of go inward deep with myself and hit the solid hard truth of what I was doing. Now, granted, yeah, I found out what I need to be doing more. So now I'm doing more push-ups, doing more sit-ups, doing my boxing, doing my calisthenics. You know, it's like I'm doing more now that I wasn't doing before. And I realize how important it is that I get my body, like, actually warrior mode again. So I'm doing my routine, my bedroom workouts as I call them. And if you haven't seen them, they're with a towel. So you like stretch a towel out and then you do your squats and your push-ups with stretching a towel tight. Let me tell you, that's like lifting dumbbells. When you have to keep a wet towel like this, the weight of it's not very heavy, okay? But when you have to keep your hands like this and you're doing your workouts, it gets real heavy. So, but they're great for bedroom workouts. But I am actively working on myself, okay? I want to ascend and live this life in a prosperity and abundance. I want to be here as a builder. That's my choice. I choose to be here. I'm coming with the Earth's ascension. I'm doing that. And so, but I have the resiliency and the willpower to do it rapidly. So I want to do this fast. I want to show people you can do things fast. So I'm getting my body in shape. I'm getting my health in line. You know, it's like I went to the grocery store and I literally, finally, for the first time, bought more produce than, you know, processed and meat stuff. Like, literally, it's like I'm making these shifts and I'm trying because I want it. I want it. I want to be here. I want to be healthy and abundant. I want to live hundreds of years. You know, as a builder, working with crystals, I think it would be so cool. So that's what I'm going to bring into this world is, well, learn how to maintain my vitality and my youth through the use of crystals and the alchemy of crystals, essentially. I'm learning how to do this. It's so wonderful. I can't even explain it. It's so amazing when it comes. Like, I have been healing and healing and healing, and it's amazing. My hands, doing my craft. Like, I can do so much more now. And the more I work with these, the more I'm realizing I can do. So there's something to it. Allowing frequencies to flow through you, to aid you and assist you, whether it's divine, whether it's from, you know, Yeshua. Like, a lot of people call upon him to help, and he does. He's amazing. He's our brother. But he also wants us to learn how to tap into our own power. So that so once we tap into our power, we can help others, just like Yeshua is helping others. So we can all become like him. Truly. And the way we do that is by saying, I can do it too. I believe. As cliche as that is, we've been hearing that our whole life as a kid, right? Just, if you believe it, it'll happen, right? No. You have to get to work too. They forget to tell you that part. Yes, you have to believe it, but you have to get to work. You have to find a way. Sorry, I'm getting my last little bit here so I can scoop it. But it's getting cold. I'm probably going to be done with it. But I absolutely love it. So that's my update. This is 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yep. Got my whistler back too. super excited. So, and I couldn't whistle. 2 weeks ago, couldn't whistle. 2 weeks ago, couldn't. I'm still struggling to keep this one shut. But that's what I mean. I'm about 90%, but I can definitely do it more. Yeah. So I can see what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't do that at all. Couldn't do that at all. Um, so still, about 90% is where I'm at. But that's what I mean is in just a couple weeks from my face not working the way that it should have to where I'm at now, like, we're doing good things. And I'm super excited about it. So in the future, once I'm at 100%, I'm going to show video clips of my progression so you can see yourself what I mean by this. Like, I healed my face. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I did it. And it's working. And it really is based on belief. Working with these crystal beings. Like, this green event terrain is so cool. I don't know how to explain it. And it works. Like, I like being able to prove to myself that there's an alternative way to healing ourselves. I like proving to myself that I am the placebo. I like proving to myself that I am the med bed. Just as Joe Dispenza has talked about in all of his works, I want to prove that for myself. That I can do it. And it's working. So it's like that one little thing. It's like I believe that one thing. And it's like, what else can I do? You see what I'm saying? So once you believe and achieve, you can see how it becomes compounded. It's like, well, what else can I do? I just did that. What else can I do? Once you start overcoming and meeting your goals and achieving them, it empowers you to want to go for more. To strive to become, what else? It's fascinating. It's like I compare it to starting an old video game all over again. So like Skyrim. I love playing Skyrim. Skyrim's my favorite immersive world. But it's like you already know how to play the game. You already know how to do it. You know how to do your things, right? Well, let's start over. Start from ground one. Let's pick a different race character. Let's pick different attributes. Let's focus on different abilities this time. So for me, I'm like a dual wielding like battle axe kind of guy. Okay, and I like archery. So we got both of those. But let's just say I want to be a battle mage and I want to do destruction spells and illusion spells. So I'm working with both of those. So it's like that's how I see this life. It's like starting over, hit restart, start from scratch, create your character again. And so this one, it's like, I get to start from beginning. And we're going to start this life all over again doing different things. And that's kind of how I see this fire horse this year, is trailblazing into what else I can do. Becoming a new restarted first player character, starting on a fresh slate. That's how I feel. Coming into my sovereignty was starting on a fresh slate. And it's like, what else can I do with it? And so it's like, I want to do it as rapidly as possible, right? We've played Skyrim multiple times. We know how the game goes. So we want to get to that end result rapidly. And so we know exactly what needs to happen. And for me, it's just incorporating the new abilities as I'm doing that. So it's like, So anyway, I parallel it to video games because truly, if you think about it, a video game, an immersive first player character, RPGs type game, literally is the construct and architecture of the simulation that we call Earth. Truly. Like, that's what this Earth is in quantum physics, is essentially like a simulation or a video game. But it's first player. We are real. Looking at that, we are a divine soul and we're in this body. Okay, this body is our vehicle. You can see what I mean now by being like a video game. You're plugging in and there's your character. You're controlling through a video game controller a character on a screen. That's what our soul is to this body, if that makes any sense. So you can see how parallel that is. The architecture of a video game is similar to the architecture of living here in this world from a soul level. Anyway, kind of interesting. It's like a world inside of a world inside of a world. And even then, in your video game world, you can create your own little world. So it's like worlds inside worlds. You know, it's kind of how quantum physics goes. So it's like, how big do you want to be? How big do you want to be? That's really it. So if you haven't done it yet, hit that like and hit that subscribe. Enjoy that cup of coffee with me. I'm going to finish this up. But I am so grateful. Thank you so much for enjoying my cup of coffee. And I love you, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.